Enter. YouTube, what's up?
What's going on, guys?
Another Uwharrie trail section. We're at the 109 Trailhead. Briefly, this is what it looks like. It's a very nice trailhead, so it's pretty safe to park here. Lots of room for cars.
Big.
It's used a lot. So 109 Trailhead. Nice big parking lot. Uwharrie Trail. We are going to be going northbound to West Morris Mountain. Bigfoot hot zone territory out here. And as you can tell, there's a sign, the Uwharrie National Forest. Basically, then the Uwharrie Trail comes off this parking lot and it begins from this trailhead right up in the woods here. There you go. So on this trail section in our video today is out and back to West Morris Mountain where we left off in our last video. West Morris Mountain, this is all Montgomery County. Uwharrie Forest is 50,000 acres. Majority of it is in Montgomery County. And Montgomery County has the most sightings for the Bigfoot. So let's go on our adventure, and thanks for joining us. And we will be seeing Spencer Creek. The nice big footbridge on Spencer Creek is out here. We'll be doing that and checking out some old campsites and whatever else we find along the way. Oh. So we'll hit you up as we discover things along our route today. All right, check it out. Painted rock, I'm assuming. Yes, it's a painted rock. Woohoo! So yeah, sometimes you'll find painted rocks, occasionally painted pine cones, random things like that. All right, guys, we found what old maps say. This is the old Camp 12 out here. This is a nice camp. Spencer Creek runs behind it, and shortly we're going to be crossing Spencer Creek. I think there's a wooden bridge that goes across it, but this is a very nice camp that a lot of people use right along Spencer Creek, and excellent water source. They made the little seats and everything. And then you got Spencer Creek. This is a good look at it. Probably got your good water source. You can probably find crayfish and stuff, but other than that, yeah, man, that's what Spencer Creek looks like. It's another very clean creek that runs through the Uwharries. So hey, next up will be the bridge that goes across Spencer Creek. We'll hit you up when we get there in just a minute, and then we'll be close to the camp trail that we're going to turn around at and make our way back to 109. Trail junction, 2 lines. There you have it, folks. Yellow marker for side trail here in the Uwharries. Right up there is how you would go a little over a mile to West Morris Mountain Campground. First come, first serve. Some tent areas up there. That's where a strange occurrence occurred back in 2015 at that campsite up there. The first one as you pull in, it's kind of out in the woods. That's what I've been told. So we're going to continue. There's the old Uwharrie Trail sign, north to south. That's one of the originals there. It's real old. So out here the Uwharrie is marked in white. We gotta go a little further, not much further. We gotta hike up here to where we left off in our last video, because we didn't make it quite to the sign. So probably about 100 yards or so, and then we're going to turn around, and then we're going to show y'all that nice big bridge, wooden bridge over Spencer Creek. We're going to video it on the way back. That's very nice, and we need one of those bridges that go over Poison Creek. What's it called? Poison Fork Creek. It needs a bridge like that. But beautiful spot. So let's finish up our hike and get back to you at our turnaround.
We made it. To the intersection.
This is where we left off our last video. Woo! Tower Road, Uwharrie Trail, south, Morris Camp Trail, or part of it, this old roadway. We're tired because that last 100, 200 yards or so to get here, you had to go up. Morris Mountain area. So let us know if y'all had any strange encounters out here in this area. But all right, folks, now why should you keep watching? Because we're going to let y'all check out Spencer Bridge. We forgot to video. We're gonna video. That's an impressive bridge for out here. And then there's some a little bit deep water right there at the bridge. Makes you wonder if there's any catchable fish just right in there that have been living there for years. You know, it's probably 2 feet deep, 2.5, 3 at most, depending on how much rain. So anyway, we're going to show you Spencer Bridge. The old hunt campgrounds right there, what they call the hunting campground. It's got 3 or 4 fire pit areas, and you can see that. And then we're going to head back up to the 109 Trailhead. So next up in a minute is the camps, what they call the old farm camps, and then the bridge, and we'll hit you up shortly. Just a few camps right as we were heading back. See? Pretty area. You put your hammock up, tents. But there's another one right off the trail there. So and then right here's the trail. You can hear a lot of nuts still falling. And then we've been northbound, now we're going southbound. Heading back toward Spencer Creek. One of the longest, what they used to call old marker trees. That's a long one. Look how long that's back. I mean, look, it goes all the way, long ways back. Kind of like to where it's growing, being bent over and out of the ground. Good gosh. That is long. Now, as we've discussed in some of other videos, marker trees, Google them yourself, do your own research. This one's old, but not as old as it needs to be. So that one's probably not a marker tree at all, but that's a long base on that thing. And sometimes it's where naturally something would fall on it. It would grow horizontal, then back up vertical. But sometimes in the ancient days, Indians and our historic ancestors would use landscape to mark water, to mark camps and things like that for navigation, or stashes for weapons and things like that. But check, that is really cool though, for it to be so long. If you want to see the front of it, it's right here. We just found that by chance by looking off to the side. Pretty cool. Lots old small stream crossings throughout the Uwharries too. That one was dry. Also, be careful guys when you're going down. We're making a lot of going down Morris Mountain area, and when you're going down, that's when most of your foot injuries are going to occur downhill. So you got to be careful, keep space between you and the person behind you or in front of you so you don't fall into them. And nuts are out right now this time of year on the ground, so you got to watch to prevent any ankle injuries. But anyway, we'll hit you up. We're getting very close to our camp, where we're going to show you that campground where they call it Hunter's Camp area. This is what they refer to as the hunter's camping area, I guess, down here near Spencer's Creek. You can tell there's some spots that you can camp, and there's some set up already right here. I mean, anybody can use it. It's just referred to that when you're reading some of the old books and stuff of this area. We're walking through it now. I mean, they're big camps. Yeah. This one is. Yep. And then when you round the corner, there's another one. You know, because people who hunt want to hunt early in the mornings anyway, so they get out here early. But these haven't been used in a while. We've had a lot of rain lately. Last few days anyway. Right here coming up is Spencer's Creek right there near those camps, but the nice big bridge is over here. Give you an idea what it looks like. That's one of the nicer bridges in the Uwharrie Forest. I think it was built in 1991, I think. But that's the big bridge that goes across Spencer Creek, man. Check it out. We gotta be careful about fell again. Slick out here with these leaves and it's wet. And it's deep right in this area. It's several feet deep.
At least 2.
It makes you wonder what if you had a
creek subs.
What you could catch in that little hole there. You gotta be careful. Like I say, it's slick because it's wet. See, you went across the bridge. Good look at it right there, man. Very nice bridge. So what do you think so far of our sectioning out the trail?
Good, not bad. This section ain't too bad.
So yeah, we saw nobody on the trails today. And there's a side trail that goes off a lot of these, like down in there. It's probably to a campsite, but a lot of little camps to look at. People say there ain't much to see out here, but it's peaceful. You got some big rocks out here, a lot of quartz, and if you actually plan ahead and do a little bit of research, even 10 minutes at a time on an area, you can get more out of your hike and know what you're actually looking at and what you're walking through. A lot of moonshine history out in here. I was just looking to see where this went because it's kind of, it goes down toward the creek. It is a beautiful creek. That's a lot of chipped rock. So there's a nice campsite over here, for example. And like I say, I don't know for sure what camp 12 is and 13, but this could be camp 12, but there's another nice one we showed you already, but these are nice camps. That's a very nice camp right there. And then of course, another one right here on the creek. So if you like camping, this is like camper's paradise. To be away from people and just be isolated. And then of course you got your Spencer Creek right here. Big rock formation down here in the middle. That was an old fire thing here that's been washed. But give us a like, subscribe, share, make your comments, what y'all think about the Uwharrie Forest. And we haven't seen no Sasquatch yet. We've been out here. Next trip will be either the 109 Trailhead going south to Crystal's Place shelter. We will do that next, or if we feel up to it, we may sneak down to the next trailhead that we know of, which is the Yates camp area, Yates Place. It's an old home site that's now been donated and used as campsite. We may start at Yates and work up back up to the 109 trailhead that way. But we'll let you know. But that's where our next video will be there here in a few weeks. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. We'll catch you on the next venture.
Yeah. But old trail we found. Weird feature.
Oh, it's big. Right on the Uwharrie Trail, guys. Pretty cool to find. No, we don't think it's a true Indian marker tree, but it gives you an example of history, what one might have been like. But this tree's too young, but very interesting. Right here on the trail too, like literally right here. But when you're hiking through fast, you may not even know it. Because we went through already, you know, going northbound and missed it. Coming southbound back up is when we found it. All right, catch y'all in a little bit. All right, guys, this is West Morris Campground in Uwharrie. That's the access road that ran up to that Uwharrie Trail, so you can access the Uwharrie Trail here as well. Nice gravel lot. There's a few campsites. We'll show you the one that supposedly was the strange encounter with Sasquatch out here in 2015. You pay in the pay box, the gate. It's first come, first serve. And there's a handful of tent sites and stuff with a picnic table, lantern hook, and tent pad. We'll show you a couple in just a second. Camp 1 would look like that. Picnic table, got a fire ring, and lantern hook. That's not where the encounter happened, because right across from it is another one. Is Camp 2.
That's the first camp up close. Lantern post, picnic table, fire pit.
Supposedly, as you pull in, it was the first camp to the left. This is it. And the guy had his hammock tied to some trees somewhere in here or over here somewhere. And the rest of his family had the tents, you know, back on the tent pads back behind Ethan there. And there's noises and stuff coming from the woods. And limbs cracking, and the dog they had was acting funny. And some rocks were being stacked. The next morning they saw a few rocks stacked by something in these woods. We walked back there a little ways. I don't see anything now, but that was a long time ago. And then of course Uwharrie Forest backs up to this in here. And you can use Morris Campground, the car camp. You just pay the fee at the front, first come first serve, like we said. And then so it's kind of neat. We want to check it out because we're right here in the area. It's very close to 109 Trailhead too, like a couple miles away. And what was that Bigfoot place called? Bigfoot.
I forget, grill, tap, something. I don't know. Something Bigfoot.
Bigfoot bar, grill and bar, or something's up the road. We may try that out another time, but right now we're just too hot and messy. It's been humid today. But anyway, we're going to head on back. We want to just kind of drive by West Morris Campground and let y'all know what it looks like back here.